Hi everybody. So I'm going to show you how I fill in my eyebrows. I use a technique where I just draw in like hairs to make it look as natural as possible, and I like to make my eyebrows look more bushy and full. So I just use a angled brush, and I use powder or like an eyebrow gel, and then I just fill them in. I just draw little hairs. And these are my eyebrows right now. As you can see, this one is pretty thin compared to this one. This one's really short. So this one doesn't have a tail, it's fat. This one's thin but has a tail. So I'm just gonna even that out, and then I will show you how I do that. Maybe you can do it too. So I'm gonna zoom in and get to the tutorial. Okay, so this is my eyebrow. It's just natural, nothing in it. So first I am starting out with this angled brush. Okay, it's pretty thin. And then on the other side it has a spoolie. And this is my Morphe, it's the M158. So I'm just gonna start out by brushing my eyebrow hairs up. And brushing them up makes them more fuller and even instead of brushing them down. This will make it more full. Okay, so now I'm going to take this eyebrow gel. This is by NYX, and I believe it's in black. Yeah, I use black for everything on my eyebrows. And then I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that out onto any kind of like hard surface. Trust me, you want a little bit. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my brush right here. I'm just going to squeeze it so it's super thin, because you want a hair-like stroke. So you want it to be really thin, and then you're just going to take a little tiny bit, trust me, just a little bit on your brush, because this stuff is pigmented to hell. And then you're just going to just go over your eyebrows and just draw in little hairs. And make sure you follow like the natural hairs of your eyebrow, the natural like contour of it, the way it goes. And I also I don't really make the hairs with this product. I usually just fill it in and then coat the hairs because it makes the hairs darker. But I usually make the hairs with an eyeshadow. Right here, I'm just gonna fill my eyebrows in. Okay, they already look fuller already. And then I'm just going to take whatever is left on my brush from the tail end, and I'm just going to put that in the front of my eyebrow and just feather that up. Because this stuff is pigmented, you don't want it really heavy dark right there. I mean, you can do whatever you want, but I personally don't, and it won't look as natural if that's what you're going for. So that already looks a lot better. I've literally only dipped my brow in the my brush in the product twice, so, and it was a very small amount. Okay, now I'm going to pinch my brush again so it's nice and thin. And then I'm going to take this Morphe palette, and I'm going to take one of these black shades, probably it's on the end right here because it's most pigmented. But if you're filling your eyebrows and you have like brown hair or blonde, I would recommend anything really like warm. Like, let's see if I can do this. Like anything like this. Anything like this, because that's really warm and it's gonna pull red. If you want something more like gray tone like these, because shadows are just, they're shades of black. So if you want to mimic a shadow, then I would recommend just using like a natural, like a neutral shadow. But I mean, if you have red hair, then that's perfectly fine. But you can do whatever you want. So I'm just gonna slightly dip my brush in that eyeshadow, and then I'm just going to go on top of my eyebrow and just draw in little ass hairs. Okay, I'm gonna brush that out. And if you make something that's too harsh, you can just use the spoolie and brush it, and it'll soften it a lot. Okay, let me focus this better. Okay, you can see it looks much more full. I do have some dark ones. Not too dark. And this does look a lot more different in person. It looks really spotty on camera, but it looks a lot better in person. I'll put up pictures so it'll show you, because the angle and the lighting is just weird right now. But so that's my tail end. I'm pretty happy with that. And then I'm going to do the front of my eyebrow. And for this, you want to turn your brush vertical, and then you want to just act like you're drawing little hairs. And be very easy with this because you don't want it too dark. Just flick it up and put a very light pressure on your brush. Oop. You can see it's pretty natural, right? Looks like hairs. Let's brush it out. And you can even go crazy, and you can just draw in ones like up here if you want them super bushy, like Kara. I wouldn't really recommend going too far, like into your eyebrow, in this way, because it'll make it look weird. You want to look like a unibrow. But so this is pretty much before and after. Looks a lot better. I mean, you can kind of play with the shape too. I would just keep the shape pretty natural. Okay, now I'm just going to fill in my other eyebrow. Okay, so these are my eyebrows filled in. They do look kind of washed out and patchy because of the lighting. But like I said, I'm going to put up a picture of them so you can tell what they look like in real life. So that's how I fill my eyebrows. So if you have any questions or anything like that, you can just contact me. You can comment below in the video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's actually pretty easy. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, do all that. Thanks.